Up to 2010, Changwon in South Gyeongsang Province was actually 3 distinct places. The port towns of Masan and Jinhae sat either side of the original Changwon, a planned city built from scratch in the 1970s. The 3 were recently merged and all lie on a stretch of steep, zigzagging coastline on the East China Sea. Jinhae is known for its naval base, and every April puts on South Korea's biggest cherry blossom festival, coinciding with military parades and flight displays. Today we share the top 10 best things to do in Changwon so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. Starting with number 10, Changdong Art Village. Masan's once thriving commercial core was losing its sheen a decade ago when businesses started moving out. To reinvigorate this warren of alleys, artists were invited to set up shop in the abandoned stores, turning a tired part of the city into a dynamic art district. Spruced up with murals, installations, and lots of plant pots, Changdong Art Village has a bohemian feel for its cafes, ateliers, and galleries on tight lanes. The 3 parts to check out are called the Changdong Alley, Masan Mountain Trail Art Alley, and Moonshine Art Alley. At number 9 is the Burim Market. Joined to Changdong Art Village is Masan's main traditional market, which has been trading daily since 1926 and became separated from the Masan Fish Market with the opening of Hapwaro Street in the 1970s. Burim Market is for fruit and vegetables, tableware, clothing, dry goods, and the like. It is also well known in Changwon as a place to come if you're planning a wedding, and there are lots of stores with hanbok, traditional Korean dress, to rent or buy. When it comes to street food, Burim Market's forte is tteokbokki, stir-fried spicy rice cakes. At number 8, Changwon Marine Park. Off the very south of Jinhae, Changwon Marine Park is a cluster of maritime attractions on an island linked to the mainland by the 250-meter Yongji Bridge. What you'll see long before anything else is the crooked outline of the Changwon Solar Tower, a combined radio mast and observatory, 120 meters high. You can go up for the best panorama of Changwon, its mountains, and indented coastline. You could easily pass a day at Changwon Marine Park, calling in on attractions like the Marine Life Theme Park, charting the world's marine ecosystems, and the Naval Battle History Hall, documenting South Korea's naval heritage. At number 7, Moonshine Art Museum. The much-loved sculptor and painter Moonshine, 1923 to 1995, spent some of his childhood in Masan, which had been the hometown of his father. After a career flitting between Paris and Seoul, he returned to Masan in 1980 and started work on this museum, which was 14 years in the making and opened in 1994, just before he passed away. He donated some 3,900 pieces to the museum, which looks back at his life and the distinctive phases of his career. Moonshine's art took inspiration from the symmetry in nature, and among the works there's sculpture in plaster, bronze, ebony, and pine, as painting and drawings. At number 6 in our list, Sang-gil. In an initiative by the Korea Tourism Organization, this street in Changdong Art Village was turned into a sort of walk of fame, but for everyday people. When the campaign was launched in 2015, millions of people signed up for the chance to have their very own nameplate, from which 23,000 winners were chosen. These tiles were laid alongside slabs signed by a few Korean stars, like Crystal Young, and the members of K-pop groups Kara and 4 Minute. If you were one of the millions to sign up, you'll be able to look up your name in the commemorative book on the first floor of the Changdong Art Center in Changdong Art Village. At number 5, Yongji Lake. This well-known body of water is a man-made lake approximately 400 meters long and 200 meters across, and edged to the south by some of Changwon's most representative buildings. There's a paved trail on its banks, around 1.2 kilometers long, with gorgeous views of the distant mountains from the south shore. The path is trimmed with cherry trees, the blooms of which are all the more beautiful in April for their backdrop of evergreen vegetation. At number 4, Jinhae Gunhangje Festival. Parks in every major Korean city have a cherry blossom festival in spring, but none are as big as the citywide festival in Jinhae, which draws 2 million visitors each year and has scenes to leave you lost for words. The roots of the event go back to a festival set up to commemorate Lee Sun-sin, 1545 to 1598, the naval commander who came to the fore during the Japanese invasions of Korea, 1592 to 1598. For 10 days at the start of April, Jinhae is flecked with white, and there are lots of picturesque places for photos. At Gyeongwa Station, the tracks run through a ravine of trees, and you can snap the park trains against the blooms. At number 3 in our list, Anmingogae Hill. We've run out of space to tell you about the many unforgettable places to see cherry blossoms during the Jinhae Gunhangje Festival. Anmingogae Hill, on the Jinhae Cherry Blossom Tunnel that snakes through the city, is a winding 9-kilometer road that sets off from Taebaekdong and delivers you to Anmingdong in the west. For 2/3 of the way, Anmingogae Hill is tunneled with cherry trees, paired with scenic vistas of Jinhaemun Bay and peaks like Ungsan Serbong and Changdong, all above 500 meters. At number 2, Junam Reservoir. A few kilometers north of Changwon is a massive reserve for migratory birds, spanning 3 reservoirs. This environment is a key wintering site for white-naped cranes, standing 1.3 m tall, Eurasian spoonbills, and Baikal teals. Of the 150 species to frequent the reserve, 20 are endangered. The portion that you can visit is the Junam Reservoir ecological habitat, well served by buses from Changwon. There are birdwatching hides, as well as a visitor center with an exhibition hall with multimedia detailing the many birds and their ecology. Check out the number 1 places in our list, Yeojwacheon Stream. The Jinhae Gunhangje Festival has made many appearances in Korean popular culture, but the most famous was in 2002 when 2 lead characters from the MBC TV series Romance first met on the quaint wooden bridge over the Yeojwacheon Stream. Charming at any time of year, the Yeojwacheon Stream is uncommonly pretty during the festival, under an awning of snowy blooms. Throughout the 10 days, there's a special light installation along the stream, known as the Starlight Festival. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite things to do in Changwon? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.